Hello, and welcome to Cloud9 Analytics, a very, very, very special episode. By the way, highest quality analysis, highest quality commentary with the highest quality product, but I can't show you that right now. It is a very special episode. Wildcard weekend. Super Wildcard weekend. I want you guys to know the stories, my picks, and who you should place your bets on. Let's start in the AFC. The Colts will be taking on the Bills. Josh Allen is second right now in MVP odds. Of course, he's not going to win it. Aaron Rodgers is a clear-cut MVP at this point. But Josh Allen having the best season of his young career. Going up against the old man. And usually, I would pick the veteran in these games. I would pick the person with playoff experience in these games. But has anyone actually mentioned Phillip Rivers' playoff experience? It's not looking too pretty. It's not looking too good. And I wouldn't trust it. The Colts probably have one of the top 3 offensive lines in the league, one of the top 5 defenses in the league, but I don't trust Phillip Rivers. I do not trust that defense to be able to stop Buffalo the entire game. Stephon Diggs and Josh Allen, they just have that magical combo. And that defense is solid. We cannot sit here and act like Josh Allen is not a real threat at quarterback. I don't trust him to go far in the playoffs, but I definitely trust him in the playoffs more than Phillip Rivers. All he's done is fail me. All Phillip Rivers has done over the last 10, 15 years is fail me in the playoffs. That's his favorite thing to do, is to be a favorite and fail. So with that, I got the Bills 24-17. 24-17 Buffalo. I don't know what the spread is, but I think that the Bills will cover. So 24-17 Buffalo. Next, the Browns and the Steelers. The underdogs versus the staple in the AFC. Now, one thing I want to talk about is the fact that Juju Smith-Schuster recently came out and said that he doesn't care who the players are. The Browns are still the Browns. He always sees them as that losing team that won't get right, so they don't scare me. First off, Juju, you have been trash since Antonio Brown left the Steelers. Trash. Antonio Brown has more 100-yard games than you do since he left, and he has not played a full 3 seasons like you have. Trash. So I don't want to hear your mouth. I do think the Steelers are a slightly better team. I don't love either of their quarterbacks. Baker Mayfield is Phillip Rivers is the other side. Baker Mayfield needs some more growing, like he on the front half of his peak. Ben Roethlisberger on the back half of his peak. Neither one of them is on their peak, so they both are not 100% trustable in the playoffs. But I do like Ben Roethlisberger's experience. I do like the fact that Ben Roethlisberger has been doing it for years and years and years and years and years and got 2 of them super things. He got 2 of them rings and things on his fingers. So he definitely can talk a little bit different than Baker Mayfield can talk, but I don't trust either of them. I don't. I want to take the Browns so bad. But I'm going to go with the Steelers. I'm going to say it's going to be a close game, 27-24 Pittsburgh. 27-24 Pittsburgh. Now let's talk about the rematch of rematches. I feel like this is going to be the game of the weekend. Tennessee versus Baltimore. This is going to be a game of which defense can withstand the running attack for longer. Can the Ravens defense contain Derrick Henry? You can't stop him. Can you contain Derrick Henry? And for Tennessee, their defense is bad. Can you contain Lamar Jackson? You can't stop it. Can you contain him? And if one team can hold their contain of the other superstar runner, that team's going to win. Both defenses aren't playing as good as they could be playing. Tennessee's defense is terrible. Okay, Tennessee's defense is not good. So Lamar can get some redemption. I am unbiased, but if I had to pick, I would be pulling for Lamar Jackson. Who do I think is going to win? Mr. 2K himself, Derrick Henry in Tennessee. I feel like they're going to be able to hold the ball for longer. I feel like they're going to be able to control the clock a little bit better. And I feel like Ryan Tannehill isn't going to make any mistakes. All he needs to do is get one play. And if he gets that one play, I got Tennessee in a low-scoring game, 21-17. I have the Tennessee Titans. Going to the NFC. I don't really want to talk about this game, but I have to, especially if Daryl Mooney and Roquan Smith cannot play. Because if those two players cannot play, then I do not see a way that the Chicago Bears are going to be able to go into New Orleans and that is getting healthy. A New Orleans Saints team that is getting healthy by the day. Alvin Kamara is eligible for his return because the game is being played on Sunday instead of Saturday. Somehow I feel like the NFL did that on purpose. I feel like the NFL wanted its stars to be playing, so it made sure that if Alvin Kamara could play on Sunday, then they were going to put the Saints on Sunday, and they did. Alvin Kamara is going to be back. Michael Thomas is going to be back. There's a good chance Trey Hendrickson is going to be back, who is the second sack. He's number 2 leading in sacks right now with 13.5. Alvin Kamara is currently leading the Saints in rushing and receiving with almost 1,000 rushing yards and almost 800 receiving yards. Roquan Smith is the fastest and one of the smartest linebackers in the league. And he had 11 tackles in the last game against the Saints. If Roquan Smith cannot play and they have to put slow tackling Danny Trevathan in coverage against Alvin Kamara, it's going to be a rough night for the Bears. Anything can happen any given Sunday. The Saints better not take the Bears light because you already know this is the worst way. Hubris is how you lose or how you get upset. So, with that, don't let hubris get you upset. But at the same time, if this game goes how it's supposed to go, especially with Roquan Smith and Daryl Mooney not practicing and maybe not playing, Allen Robinson didn't practice even though he's probably going to play, Mitchell Trubisky can't put a team on his back. And that defense isn't that strong to stop that super powered New Orleans offense. I'm going to say this game is going to be 28-14. I'm going to go 28-14. 14 Saints. I'm thinking they're going to get beat by 2 touchdowns. So if you're betting on this game, you could definitely bet the spread. Second best game of the weekend, in my opinion, the Seahawks take on the Rams for the 3rd time. They split the season series during the regular season, and this is going to be a doozy. Especially if Jared Goff doesn't play and they have to put young Teen Wolf in the game. I don't know his first name. Ryan Wolf, I believe. If they have to put him in the game, who knows? I mean, Jared Goff isn't that much better. He's been playing so inconsistent this year. But the Rams just have so many weapons. The Rams have so many weapons on offense and defense. Like Xavier Woods, Cooper Kupp. You see what I'm saying? Aaron Donald, Jalen Ramsey. They got stars everywhere. They have stars everywhere. But they don't have Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson has had a slightly shakier season than we thought, especially with the way that he started the season at the beginning. But that man knows how to get to a Super Bowl. He knows how to lead a team. He knows how to run an offense. And he knows how to play through adversity. And the Seahawks have had a lot of adversity this year. So I just don't see myself betting against Russell Wilson. I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do it. I want to. I like the Rams. But I cannot bet against that man in Seattle. So I'm going to take Russell Wilson. I feel like this one's going to be a higher scoring game. I'm going to take this game to be 28-24 Seattle. 28-24 Seattle. And finally, TB12 himself in Tampa Bay go to Washington to battle one-legged Alex Smith and that vaunted Washington football team defensive line in front seven. Brady has trouble against good front sevens. He's not really good against the pressure. He's not really good at having people all in his face. But at the same time, I really think he only needs to score 17 points to win this game. I don't think Washington can muster up 21 points. I don't think they can do it. I don't. And if they cannot muster up 21 points, I feel like no matter how much Brady is getting pressured and hit and hurried, he's going to be able to muster up 21 points. Alex Smith proved me wrong. And I know people are trying to call this the upset of the weekend. I disagree. I feel like Tom Brady will be headed to Lambeau Field to go up against Aaron Rodgers in the next week's games. Because I just don't. Alex Smith is hurt still. He's on one leg. He's trying to come back. He's the comeback player of the year, but he's hurt. So, Tom Brady has a good team. The offensive line isn't the best. Their secondary isn't the best. They both can be exposed. But I don't think Washington can expose those flaws. I don't think Washington can expose those flaws. And with that, I have Tom Brady in the Bucs winning this game by a lot, 21-10. I have Tom Brady and the Bucs winning 21-10, which would mean they would be going to Green Bay next week for one of the best games, one of the best playoff games probably in the 21st century, in the history of the NFL. Like, it's going to be one of the greatest games. So please, Tom Brady, prove me right, because I would love to see you duke it out with Aaron Rodgers in the frozen tundra. Neither one of y'all are worried about the cold. I've been playing in the cold all y'all lives. It's going to be a great, great game. Switching gears. Have you guys been paying attention to the NBA season? There's been some interesting things going on so far. Paul George is trying to prove that everything that happened in the playoffs last year was a blip. It was an afterthought. It wasn't really who he was. He has been playing amazing, averaging over 25 points, over 5 rebounds, and over 3 assists for the Clippers, who are right now, I believe, 3rd or 4th in the Western Conference. Also, Kyrie Irving already starting to cause controversy as he misses an entire game and does not tell his general manager or coach that he is missing the game. He only tells his teammates. Now, y'all know on Cloud 9 how I feel about Kyrie Irving and his antics. And this is another reason why I do not believe that they will be able to win a championship. Kyrie Irving is too much of a solo act. He's too much of a loner. He's too much of a spaced out, super hyper thinking type of person. And that does not really equate to team chemistry. He is a great player. I don't feel like he's a great teammate. It is not fair to not tell your coaches and to undermine your coach and your general manager, especially when your coach is a first-year, brand-new coach, and he's trying to at least show that he has some sense of power over his team, and you're proving that he doesn't. Completely unfair. Completely unfair. I'm going to talk more about the NBA season a little bit later this weekend on the second half of Cloud9 Analytics. But I appreciate you guys for watching this special playoff Super Wildcard Weekend edition of Cloud9 Analytics. Remember, highest quality analysis, highest quality commentary with the highest quality product, but I cannot show you that until they give me my own show. I appreciate you guys for listening.